What if I told you the person you keep dreaming about is not random? What if those dreams are the universe's secret way of preparing you for a connection that will change your life forever? Carl Jung didn't believe in coincidences, and once you understand the hidden signs the universe sends, you'll never look at love, fate, or destiny the same way again. Listen closely, because if you've been feeling that pull towards someone, this message was meant for you. 1. Your dreams reveal hidden messages. When you fall asleep, the mind doesn't just rest, it opens up. It becomes a space where your deepest feelings, hidden memories, and quiet longings rise to the surface. And sometimes, in that space, a certain person keeps showing up. You see their face, hear their laughter, or feel their presence in ways that seem more real than even your waking life. You may brush it off at first, thinking, it's just a coincidence. But when it keeps happening, night after night, week after week, it's not random. Carl Jung, one of the most brilliant minds in psychology, believed that dreams are how the soul speaks when the conscious mind is too distracted, too busy, or too afraid to listen. Dreams are the quiet stage where your heart whispers its truth. When someone repeatedly visits you in that space, the universe may be sending you a signal. It may be preparing you for a meeting, a reconnection, or a realization that will shape your life. Think about it. Dreams are not just mental movies. They hold emotion. They carry symbols. They reveal what's stirring deep beneath the surface. And here's the amazing part. These dreams feel different. They aren't like the ordinary dreams you forget in 5 minutes. These are the dreams that stay with you all day. You wake up feeling strange, moved, shaken, curious, or even confused. Sometimes you smile without knowing why. Sometimes you wake up with tears, a lump in your throat, or a strange sense of longing. This isn't by accident. The universe speaks through your emotional language. It bypasses logic and goes straight to the heart. And when it wants you to pay attention to someone, it doesn't just knock once. It keeps knocking, softly but persistently, night after night. Maybe you've been ignoring your feelings for this person in real life. Maybe you've been pushing them away, telling yourself it's impossible or not meant to be, but your dreams know better. Your dreams hold the truth you're not ready to admit while you're awake. Carl Jung called dreams the royal road to the unconscious. That means they reveal the parts of you that are hidden, the desires, the fears, the memories, and the connections that still have power over your life. So when someone shows up again and again in your dreams, it's worth asking, what part of me are they waking up? What do they represent in my life? What lesson, healing, or conversation am I avoiding with them? Sometimes these dreams are preparation. The universe is getting you ready for a meeting that will matter, whether that's tomorrow, next month, or years from now. It's softening your heart, tuning your mind, and preparing you for a moment of alignment. Other times, these dreams are healing. They help you finish emotional business that was left incomplete in real life. They allow you to forgive, to grieve, to release, or to understand something you couldn't when you were awake. And sometimes, just sometimes, these dreams are your soul reaching out to their soul across space and time. It's the universe reminding you that certain connections don't fade just because distance or circumstances get in the way. So the next time you dream of someone over and over, don't just shrug it off. Pause, breathe, listen, ask yourself, what is my soul trying to show me? What is the universe preparing me for? Because dreams are not just shadows in the night. They are the secret conversations of the heart. And when someone keeps appearing, they may just be the key to unlocking a chapter of your life that hasn't even begun yet. 2. You feel a magnetic pull that defies logic. There are times when you meet someone, and from the very first moment, something inside you shifts. You can't explain it. It's not about how they look. It's not about what they say. It's something deeper, quieter, older, like your soul just remembers them. You find yourself thinking about them at random times. You could be busy working, walking through a crowd, even laughing with friends. And suddenly, they enter your mind. Their name, their face, their voice, their energy. It gently pulls at you. It's not like the passing interest you felt with others. It's not about desire or curiosity. It's a magnetic pull that seems to rise from your chest, from the place that carries your deepest feelings. You might try to distract yourself, telling yourself it's silly or unrealistic, but no matter how much you push it away, the pull stays. In fact, sometimes it grows stronger. Carl Jung believed that when two souls are meant to meet, they carry invisible keys for each other, keys that unlock healing, awakening, or deep transformation. That's why the pull feels so powerful. It's not about completing each other, it's about activating each other. You may feel this connection, even if you don't know much about them, even if you've only just met, even if life seems to be pulling you in opposite directions. But inside, you sense, they are important for my path. Sometimes, the pull feels like peace, as if you can finally breathe deeply when they're around. Other times, it feels like fire, a restlessness that wakes up parts of you that have been sleeping for too long. You may notice you understand each other without needing many words. Or you may notice that even their silence stirs something in you. Jung called this the meeting of archetypes. It's when two people mirror each other's hidden stories, when they reflect each other's light and shadow, and when they awaken something that has been waiting patiently within you. You may also find that you're drawn to grow simply because of this person's presence. You want to become better, stronger, more honest, more alive. What's fascinating is that this pull often defies reason. You might live far apart. You might have differences on the surface, but the connection keeps tugging at your heart, reminding you that this is not ordinary. Sometimes you'll feel like you've known them forever. You'll catch yourself finishing their sentences, sensing their mood, or understanding their pain, without them needing to explain it. Other times they will trigger you, they will challenge you, they will awaken uncomfortable truths inside you. But even in those moments, you will feel this matters. This magnetic pull isn't here to confuse you. It's here to wake you up. It's the universe's way of guiding two people together for a purpose far bigger than comfort or romance. So when you feel it, don't rush to label it. Don't rush to run from it. Sit with it. Let it teach you. Ask yourself, what is this connection calling me to face? What part of me is waking up? What part of me is ready to heal? Because sometimes, the universe doesn't send you a partner. It sends you a mirror. And when that mirror arrives, the bravest thing you can do is look deeply into it and allow yourself to transform. 3. Timing bends in strange ways. Have you ever wondered why certain people keep showing up in your life at the most unexpected moments? You might be walking down a street you never usually take, and suddenly you bump into them. Or you think of them, just once casually. And before the day is over, you see their name pop up on your phone. At first, it feels like coincidence. Maybe you laugh it off or shake your head, thinking, what are the odds? But after a while, when it keeps happening again and again, something inside you begins to stir. You start to wonder, is this just random, or is something bigger at work? Carl Jung had a name for this: synchronicity, the meaningful alignment of events that seem unrelated but carry deep personal significance. It's when time, place, and opportunity seem to dance together in a way that feels almost too perfect, too precise to be accidental. When two souls are meant to meet, the universe starts bending time and space to make it happen. You may have missed each other before. You may have walked through the same places, lived in the same city, had mutual friends, but never crossed paths until now. And when the time is right, it's as if all the pieces of life rearrange themselves just so you can stand face to face. You might get delayed on your way somewhere, only to run into them because of that delay. You might feel a sudden urge to go somewhere you normally wouldn't, and there they are. Or maybe life forced you to pause. You lost a job, changed cities, or faced heartbreak. And only after that clearing do you meet the person who was meant to walk beside you in this next chapter. There's a reason why the universe doesn't rush these meetings. Sometimes you need to become the person you're meant to be before you meet the person you're meant to meet. If you cross paths too early, you may not recognize each other. If you meet before you're healed, you may damage each other. So the universe waits and waits until you're both ready. And then everything begins to unfold. This timing can feel eerie. You might say, "I can't believe you're here right now." You might both laugh at how many times you almost met, how close you were, how strange the path has been. And yet, when you meet, it feels like the most natural thing in the world. Because the truth is, the soul was preparing for this long before you ever realized it. What's powerful about this timing is that it teaches surrender. You begin to understand that you don't need to force life. You don't have to chase people, manipulate outcomes, or desperately hold on. When it's meant for you, life has a way of bringing it to you, gently, gracefully, in its own perfect time. And sometimes, the universe gives you little tests along the way. It asks you to be patient. It asks you to trust. It asks you to let go of control and believe that if something is meant to be, no force on earth can stop it. And if it's not meant to be, no amount of pushing can make it happen. Even the delays hold wisdom. Even the detours are part of the design. Because in those spaces of waiting, you're learning, healing, and becoming the person who can receive the connection you've been prepared for. So when you experience these strange alignments, when you keep crossing paths with someone, when opportunities unfold out of nowhere, when you find yourself meeting them at the perfect time, stop and reflect. Ask yourself, what is life trying to show me? What part of me is being prepared for this connection? And most importantly, am I ready to receive what the universe is bringing into my life? Because when the universe moves, it moves with precision. And when it's time, no one can block what's meant for you. This is not coincidence. This is destiny, arriving right on schedule. 4. They mirror your hidden self. There's something remarkable that happens when you meet someone who reflects your hidden self, the parts of you you've buried, denied, or simply never understood. At first, it might feel exciting. You feel seen, understood, even energized around them. They finish your sentences. They understand your silence. They get you without needing long explanations. But over time, something deeper begins to stir. They don't just see the polished, put-together version of you. They sense your fears, your insecurities, your childhood wounds, the dreams you gave up on. It can feel like standing in front of a mirror you can't escape. This is what Carl Jung called shadow work. The shadow is everything we push away because we think it's too painful, too messy, or too dark. But when someone mirrors it back to us, the universe is saying, it's time to face this. It's time to grow. You might find yourself being more emotional around this person. Maybe they trigger anger, jealousy, or sadness you didn't know you had. Maybe they push you to question why you hold certain beliefs, or why you sabotage certain opportunities. And here's the truth. It's tempting to blame them for the discomfort. It's their fault I feel this way. If they would just change, I'd be happy. But the deeper truth is that they are simply showing you the places where you are still unhealed. This connection is a gift, but not the kind of gift wrapped in a neat box. It's the gift of growth, awakening, and healing. Without it, you might have gone years without noticing the walls you built around your heart, the masks you wear, or the dreams you abandoned. Sometimes they mirror your strength. They remind you of the courage you forgot you had. They awaken the fire you buried under fear. They reflect your potential in a way that makes you want to rise higher. Other times, they mirror your vulnerability. They show you the soft places you've tried to toughen up. They remind you that you still crave love, connection, and acceptance. They expose the ache in your heart that you've tried to numb with busyness or distraction. You might find yourself asking, why does this person have such a strong effect on me? Why do I feel so alive, yet so uncomfortable at the same time? It's because they are not just here to love you. They are here to transform you. They are the soul mirror you didn't know you needed. But this process requires courage. It's easier to walk away. It's easier to blame. It's easier to shut down. But if you stay open, if you allow the discomfort to become your teacher, this connection can awaken a part of you that has been waiting to come alive. You may begin to notice you're more honest with yourself. You start facing your own patterns. You stop running from your pain. You begin to embrace your own wholeness. The universe doesn't send mirror souls just for romance or friendship. It sends them to help us evolve. And that's why this connection feels different from others. It's deeper, more intense, and at times, more challenging. But here's the beauty. Through this mirror, you will discover parts of yourself you never knew were waiting inside you. You will learn to love your own shadows. You will become more whole, more authentic, more free. So when someone shows up in your life and reflects your hidden self, don't just ask, why are they doing this to me? Instead, ask, what are they trying to awaken within me? Because when you lean into that question, you unlock the door to your own transformation. And that's when your soul begins to rise. 5. Challenges push you toward transformation. When someone important comes into your life, you might think the connection will feel easy, smooth, and peaceful. But here's the truth. Some of the most meaningful people you meet will challenge you in ways you never saw coming. They will bring up emotions you've buried. They will press on wounds you thought were healed. They will test your patience, your trust, and your self-control. And while part of you may want to push them away, another part feels drawn even closer. Carl Jung believed that growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens when you are stretched, challenged, and pushed to face yourself. The people who come into your life as catalysts for growth often arrive with sharp edges, not soft cushions. They might disagree with you when everyone else stays silent. They might call out truths you don't want to hear. They might refuse to let you stay small or stuck. They mirror your blind spots, your weaknesses, and your hidden strengths. Sometimes you will clash, argue, and walk away in frustration. But something always pulls you back, not because you can't live without them, but because you know deep down, they are part of your awakening. They push you to communicate better, to set healthier boundaries, to confront your old fears, to break patterns that have held you back for years. They make you question the walls you've built around your heart. They remind you that real love isn't about avoiding conflict. It's about learning to navigate it with honesty and grace. You may feel tested when they challenge your ideas. You may feel exposed when they see through your defenses. You may feel vulnerable when they hold you accountable. But through all this, you are being shaped into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Without these challenges, you would stay the same. You wouldn't stretch into your full potential. You wouldn't learn how much love can survive when it's real. You wouldn't discover the resilience hiding inside you. Some people enter your life to walk beside you quietly, but others come to wake you up, to shake your soul, to force you to rise. You may wonder, why is this so hard? Why do we fight? Why can't it just be easy? The answer is simple. Easy doesn't transform you. Easy doesn't expand you. Easy doesn't show you who you are under pressure. They are not here to break you. They are here to break the parts of you that no longer serve your highest good. You will learn to stand taller. You will learn to listen deeper. You will learn to love more honestly. You will learn to forgive yourself and them. In time, you'll see that the struggle was never punishment. It was preparation. It was the universe sharpening you into someone unstoppable. So when a connection shakes you, don't run away too fast. Sit with the discomfort. Ask, what is this teaching me? What part of me is growing right now? Because sometimes, the people who test your limits the most are the ones your soul has been waiting for all along. 6. Your intuition refuses to quiet down. There's a voice inside you that never fully goes silent. It's soft, but steady. Sometimes it comes as a quiet whisper in your heart. Other times, it's a gut feeling that tightens when you're about to make the wrong decision. And when it comes to a certain person, that voice often refuses to go away. You can try to ignore it, but it lingers. You can distract yourself, but it returns. You can tell yourself it's nothing, just a passing thought. But deep down, you know better. This is your intuition speaking. Carl Jung saw intuition as the hidden compass of the soul. It's the part of you that senses truths long before your mind can explain them. It picks up on energy, intention, and meaning without needing words or proof. When the universe wants to connect you with someone, your intuition lights up. It tells you, pay attention to this person. Not in a loud or chaotic way, but in a steady, unshakable manner. You think of them at random moments. You feel a strange peace or excitement when they're near. You sense their presence in ways you can't logically explain. Even when you try to move on, something inside gently pulls you back. Even when circumstances say it's impossible, your heart keeps whispering, "There's more here." This is not obsession, it's resonance. Your soul recognizes something your mind can't yet grasp. It's like two instruments tuned to the same note, vibrating quietly across distance and time. You may wake up thinking of them without reason. You may feel emotional waves when you hear their name. You may sense their energy when they're not even in the room. And sometimes, you feel a strange confidence about them, even if the world doubts it. Jung believed this was the unconscious mind at work. Your unconscious knows patterns, needs, and truths that your conscious mind overlooks. And when it comes to people, it knows who carries the key to your transformation. Ignoring this voice comes at a price. You may miss important moments. You may miss the lessons, healing, or growth that this connection offers. But following your intuition doesn't mean chasing blindly. It means pausing, listening, reflecting. It means asking yourself honest questions. Why do I feel drawn to this person? What is this connection showing me about myself? Sometimes the pull is about love. Sometimes it's about healing. Sometimes it's about closure, awakening, or learning to let go. But no matter the reason, your intuition always knows there's a purpose. Trusting this voice takes courage. It requires you to go beyond logic. It invites you to step into mystery, uncertainty, and possibility. So when your intuition won't quiet down, honor it. Get still. Journal your thoughts. Pay attention to signs, patterns, and feelings. And most importantly, ask the universe, what am I being guided toward? Because when you listen to your intuition, you stop running from yourself. You align with your deepest truth, and you allow the universe to reveal the connection that was always waiting for you. If you're seeing these signs, don't run. Pause. Reflect. The universe doesn't bring people into your life to fill space. It brings them to awaken space inside you. Not every connection is meant to last forever, but some are meant to change you forever. And that is the real miracle. If this spoke to your soul, comment below. Have you ever felt the universe pulling you towards someone? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs this message today.